Hello everyone, it's me Epix What If, and today we are back with another episode on What If Naruto was physically buff as fuck. So in the previous episode, if I'm not mistaken, because I've not checked it and I'm not going to check because I'm fucking lazy, I think I left off with Sakura being kicked off the team because she's useless as fuck, and we were looking for a replacement for her. It's been a while, so correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, so I felt the best replacement would probably have to be Hinata. Why did I think about this? Well, it just made sense. Now, I thought about bringing Ino in, but it would make no sense as the Inosikacho trio. It's just something that happens in the village and you don't change with that. You don't mess with that, essentially. I also thought about bringing Tenten in, but then again, I was like, well, Sasuke's already a long-distance user. You know, he uses kunais a lot and he's really good with them. And he uses ninja wires and all that, so equipment is already a bit on the down low in the team, and Naruto is like a physical fighter. And by physical I mean he has the chakra capacities to just overwhelm the battlefield with his chakra alone. So having Tenten, who's essentially just a tool user, you know, scrolls, bombs, kunais, it just wouldn't fit with the dynamic. So I went with Hinata because Hinata gives the Byakugan, so long-range relay information, so she gives the information to Naruto and Sasuke. Also, she can be a close-range backup to Naruto while Sasuke is using the Genjutsus and on a long-range rampage. I hope you can hear me, my mic's a bit fucked. Anyway, so we're gonna continue off after Sakura's kicked off. So Kakashi tells Naruto and Sasuke that they passed the test, but Sakura had to go because, well, she failed. She was not going to show an ounce of teamwork, and he just straight up scolded her, telling her if she doesn't want to be a ninja, this is not her job, this is not her line of work, so she might as well just leave. After which, Kakashi presents his report to the third Hokage, and seeing as how only one person was kicked off the team this year, the third Hokage is fairly okay with this. And he asks Kakashi if there's any replacement that he would like, and Kakashi does say, well, a 3-man team is required, and seeing as how Sakura is not going to be a part of this team, they might as well replace her with somebody else and put Sakura in another team. The third Hokage looks through the list of candidates, and he does make the same same assumptions as I would, and he goes along with Hinata to be the best choice. And now this would work for Sakura as well, as she would be put in Kurenai's team, leaving her with the opportunity to explore her Genjutsu affinity a bit more than she did in the original. And she would probably be a better mix, as, you know, like Kiba has physical strength, and Shino has the bugs, so long range, and Sakura has Genjutsu and physical strength, so she could be like a perfect balance between the both. So the very next day, Kakashi calls on Sasuke and Naruto to the roof to relay some information to them. When they arrive at the roof, they find Hinata is already there with Kakashi having a bit of a chit-chat. They're a bit shocked at this. They're confused, rather, not shocked outright. Not like, hey my god, what is Hinata doing here? Shocking! Well, not quite that, but it was... I suppose it's like, wait, what the hell? Hinata? Yeah, there. Anyway, I didn't need to explain that. Fuck, okay. So, Sasuke and Naruto ask Kakashi what this was all about, and Kakashi does tell them. So, after kicking out Sakura yesterday, we did need a proper 3-man team. Now, Sakura had applied to be a shinobi, so while her place was not on my team, the third Hokage agreed to put her in another one and give us a replacement. So, Sakura replaces Hinata in Kurenai's team while she comes to ours, and I hope that she'll be a proper addition. So another bell test montage shit goes down, somewhat similar to what happened last time, and Hinata, she's fucking blushing the fuck out whenever Naruto's near her, and Kakashi can see this. While he does think it would be a bit of a hindrance, he finds that she would probably be more open to working with the team. She doesn't hate Sasuke. While she is overly attached to Naruto, she's not like gonna completely shut out Sasuke like Sakura would. So he does go through with the battle, and you know, it somewhat happens similarly with Sasuke laying down traps, Naruto and Sasuke working together, and you know, like Naruto creating shadow clones to distract him, while Hinata uses her Byakugan to try and essentially shut down a few of Kakashi's chakra points while he's distracted by Naruto, which of course doesn't work, but she tries. And, eventually Naruto and Naruto lures Kakashi towards a corner while, essentially using his shadow clones as punching bags. Kakashi knocking them all down. But Naruto's few punches that Naruto does manage to land here and there do hurt Kakashi quite a bit. And it is after one of these punches that Sasuke manages to jump out of a tree with the help of Naruto using the Gale Palm on Sasuke's feet, launching him with a tremendous speed, somewhat like Boruto did in one of the episodes, which I saw like a few years ago, and after that I completely shut out Boruto and haven't seen the shit since. I should probably get back on that. Anyway, so Sasuke launches quickly with another Naruto clone by his side, both of them catching ninja wires on their hands. Now Kakashi is surprised by this, and when the ninja wires collide with Kakashi, they essentially tie him up. This leads for Hinata to get a opening, and she manages to, essentially hit 2 pressure points on Kakashi, and then, while Kakashi's a bit stunned, I suppose, manages to take the belts for the team. This display of teamwork is enough for Kakashi to conclude that Hinata would be a perfect addition to the team, and they would be done. So now they're going to be going on with a few of the what do you call them? The D rank missions. So cats and dogs, mice and rats, here and there, just clearing out shit, helping people cross the roads, all that jazz. It's completely fun, but I'm not going to describe them. After about 50 to 100 D-rank missions, because let's be honest, those things not the hardest thing to do, but maybe, seeing as how everyone's doing it, it will probably be like 50 D-rank missions done by all 3 of them, total. They're gonna ask for a higher rank mission. Now, Hinata doesn't necessarily care, she's okay with, fetching cats and dogs, because she likes dogs and cats. It's just cute shit, Anywho, so Naruto and Sasuke continue on pursuing Kakashi in order to give them a high-ranked mission, and eventually Kakashi relents and tells them he's gonna ask the third Hokage for the very next C-rank mission that they have to be sent in their way, and Naruto and Sasuke are happy about that. So, the very next mission is obviously gonna be Tazuna's mission, which is gonna come through and he's gonna be like, yeah, it's a C-rank mission, he pays the gold, Naruto, Sasuke, Hinata and Kakashi are called in Team 7. The interactions fairly different, I suppose. Naruto is not really scrawny, not really small. He's of a adequate height and he does look to be pretty strong. If nothing else, he could probably punch you and break your ribs in one hit. So Tazuna stays clear of Naruto, or at least insulting him, saying, alright, this kid looks pretty strong. Looks at Sasuke, somewhat similar reaction, except Sasuke looks like he's actually gonna kill him, so he just stays quiet on that, and looks at Hinata, and she's this shy, meek girl, so he obviously picks on her, like, hey, what the fuck is she gonna do? She doesn't look like she's very strong. I'm just saying, if I throw a freaking kunai at her, she looks like she's gonna faint on the spot. Obviously, Naruto defends her, and Hinata goes red and almost faints right there. Further proving Tazuna's point, sadly. Anyway, the mission continues. It starts off and Tazuna and the gang they escort Tazuna through the lands, and they are ambushed by the Demon Brothers. Now, how did the interaction go? Obviously, Hinata and her Byakugan immediately see the Demon Brothers, and she warns everyone. Kakashi, this time around, again gets hit just to see how their reaction will be. The Demon Brothers come in, and Naruto and Sasuke, both of them were ready for this. Naruto punches one of the brothers and knocks him out cold, probably breaking a few bones in his face. While Sasuke does the Sasuke shit and, ninja wires them, ties them down, and, looks cool while doing it. So, as usual, Kakashi poofs back into existence. Not poops. Poofs. Poofs. Okay, fuck. Okay, poofs back into existence as he normally would, and congratulates the lads for having their quick reaction timing, and for Hinata for immediately warning them of incoming danger. So, yay team! He then asks Tazuna what the fuck this was about. Tazuna tells them this is actually a B-rank mission, he didn't have the money, yada yada. They continue on with the escortation. A few moments later, again, a gigantic sword comes flying through the air. Hinata barely has time to warn everyone, though Kakashi had already seen it and he manages to dodge. On top of the sword arrives the great Zabuza himself. Now Zabuza, obviously, same interaction as he had in the original. He's like, yeah, that guy's mine, I'm gonna kill him, fuck, get out of the way. And Kakashi's like, nah, dude. And both of them fight. Now, Naruto and Sasuke initially stay outside just to honor Kakashi's commands. You have to obey the Jonin. But, as a great man once said, you don't have to follow orders if your leader's acting like a daft cunt. So, they decide it's about time they attack Zabuza, if nothing else, just to make it easier for Kakashi. So, Naruto creates a bunch of shadow clones, Sasuke hides among the shadow clones, and they transform into Naruto with ninja wire to try and capture Zabuza. The Naruto shadow clones do their job pretty well, and Zabuza is immediately distracted, and the Sasuke shadow clone does a few hits here and there, at which point Hinata notices something with her Byakugan. Now she is providing reconnaissance essentially, or something like that. So she immediately notices somebody on a branch far to the left, I suppose, I don't know. Just observing the match, and she's like a bit concerned about this, but for now she says nothing. And she has a Byakugan still out, and Zabuza is slowly getting overpowered by the lads, and Sasuke manages to tie his legs, and Kakashi goes in for a killing blow on Zabuza, at which point Haku arrives and knocks Zabuza out with the Senbone, and he's like, yeah, it's like totally, I'm gonna capture him and I'm gonna take him away, so thank you for your service, mister. And he leaves off, but this time around, there is no doubt that Zabuza is still okay, for Hinata had seen it. She obviously saw that Zabuza's life was still... Zabuza was still alive, and it was pretty clear that Haku had ulterior motives. If nothing else, she thought that he was probably helping him, and she does inform Kakashi of this, and Kakashi has his suspicions fulfilled, so they'll be extra on guard from now on, and Kakashi feels it's time for the boys and the girl to learn a few other jutsus, which they do. Naruto and Sasuke already having known, essentially they grasp the water walking and the tree walking fairly quickly. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. Even Naruto, who has his chakra points loosened a bit by Kakashi himself, on the behest of Jiraiya, because Jiraiya does talk to Kakashi. He is still Naruto's godfather, of course. And, he does tell him how to loosen it up a bit, and he tells Kakashi it should be okay to loosen just a teeny tiny bit, enough so Naruto's chakra is flowing properly. And when it does happen, Hinata does notice that something red just peeked out of Naruto for a few seconds. It looked a bit scary, but it quickly dissolved into Naruto's own chakra stream, which is now looking much more, prominent than before. Anyway, so they do grasp the tree walking, water walking techniques immediately, essentially, and Naruto is then... now, Kakashi isn't as tired, so he doesn't have he's not bedridden. He didn't even have to pull out his Sharingan, so it's fairly simple for him. Anyway, so Kakashi creates 3 shadow clones to teach the 3 kids. Kakashi takes Sasuke and he teaches him a bit of the mud wall and some fireball jutsus, fire-based jutsus, and also starts working on his lightning affinity. And of course he goes towards Naruto, and Naruto having the wind jutsus down on him, so he starts teaching Naruto about the gale palm, the vacuum palm, I suppose, the wind bullets, and a few other basic wind morphing jutsus. Also teaching him a variant of the gale palm, which he personally uses, where he essentially creates the gale palm but on a much larger scale, creating a dust storm kind of like situation to create a distraction to escape, which is very handy and might be used by Naruto in the future. And of course for Hinata, Kakashi teaches Hinata a few of the fighting styles that he's learned, because come on, Gentle Fist is what she needs for more than anything, and also teaches her how to properly utilize the Byakugan, as it is somewhat similar to the Sharingan, and he is the expert on eyes at this point. Anyway, so Hinata is also taught a bit of a few water jutsus that he had copied over the years. Very baseline, nothing insane. She is taught the water spike jutsu, which I made up and I enjoyed thoroughly, which is essentially she uses a jutsu to lift up the water into spike variants, kind of like ice spikes, I suppose, just coming out of the ground, but they're water and they're coming through around from the surrounding areas to hit the opponent and probably injure them very gravely. Because come on, at times water can be fucking dangerous. Anyway, let's see, how long is it? 15 fucking minutes. I'm gonna cut it off right now because I've been like lapsing. I don't know. I've been essentially falling asleep throughout this recording, and it's a miracle that I recorded this at all. I'll just cut it off right now. I'm fucking lazy as shit still, so hopefully I'll upload the next video soon. I'm still not writing many scripts because I just want to get back into the fold of trying to upload on a regular scale. I slowly want to up it up to about one video every 3 days again because, come on, regular uploads. And when I do that, I might again start using scripts. So until then, I suppose, hope for the next video either next week or in 3 days. Could be anything. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out, I suppose. Fuck, I don't even have my guitar, so there's not going to be an ending song. Peace.